Okay, this is the second lesson, and in this lesson we're going to be, like I said, combining the abstract and the concrete, combining quantities and symbols. The first lesson was to introduce the quantity, then the symbol. Now we'll be combining both of them. And to do this, we'll be using our cards and counters and our spindle box, self-made spindle box. It's actually supposed to be a box, but this is what I was able to come up with. So let's see how it works. So, of course, the child helps you get the material from the shelf, and we place our materials on our mat and make our introductions. Of course, like I said before, this could suit a group of children, 2 children, or a child sitting by your side. So I have an imaginary child by my side. And remember, COVID-19 is real. Okay, so now we'll be doing a lesson to combine our quantities and our symbols. And at the same time, we'll be learning about a new number that you need to know about. And we'll be working with loose quantities. When we worked with our number rods, they were fixed quantities, but now we'll be counting and having loose quantities. So to do this, we have something I created that looks like a spindle box, and here are our spindles. All right, so these are the spindles I created. So I just get them out and lay them out here, so we can do what we need to. And I'm not going to bring out everything, I'll just bring out what's sufficient for the lesson. Okay, I think that's all we need. Alright. Okay, so now, do you remember this number? Okay, what number is this? It's the number 1. Good. Do you remember this number? What number is this? The number 2. Good. Do you remember this number? This is the number 3. So we'll be working with these columns. But now, there's a new number I want to show you. This number is called 0. And 0 means nothing. 0 means nothing. 0 means nothing. So we'll be counting our spindles and placing them in each column according to the number. So since we said 0 means nothing, are we going to place anything in there? No. We're not going to place anything in there. Now this is 1. Just watch me. When I'm done, you'd have a go. There we go. So I have 1 spindle in box 1, 2 spindles in box 2, 3 spindles in box 3, no spindle in box 0. So would you like to have a try? And the teacher takes it all out and the child has a go. So we're done with this material. So you could also do something else. You could also use a box at home, paper box, to create a spindle box. You could use cups, you could use tissue rolls to also create a spindle box to get the same effect. Just loose quantities so the child can count out. So the next item we'll be using is this. our cards and our counters for the same purpose. So today we'll be working with our cards and our counters to also know the quantity for each number. Okay. This could be a little tricky because you have to first sort your numbers then before your counters. I think I should have thought this through and just placed my numbers in another box on another bag so it could make it easy for me to find. Oh my god. It's okay. Sure, I'll get that soon. Okay. Almost there. Wow. I'm just looking for just one number. This is not funny at all. Wow. Yeah, found it. Okay, so I think I'm going to have this separately so in future I don't have this kind of problems. Okay. So these are our number cards and these are our counters. Do you remember this number? Yes, that's number 1. Can you place it up there? The child places it up there. Do you remember what number this is? Yes, it's number 2. Can you place it up there? The child places it up there. Do you remember what number this is? The child says number 3. You say, okay, place it up there. The child places it up there. Okay, now I'm going to count our counters and place beneath each number. When I'm done, you can have a go. All right, so 1 gets 1 counter, 2 gets 2 counters, 3 gets 3 counters. So would you like to have a try? And the child responds and tells you yes or no. When you're done, then you could take this all out and the child tries out the same exercise. Now I know some people like to arrange theirs a little differently because of a future purpose of teaching other even numbers. If that's the case, then you have your arrangement this way. So, but it still just shows you the same thing. Just shows the quantities. This has 1, this has 2, and this has 3, and so on and so forth. Now, for your worksheet for this exercise, you could make a worksheet with different quantities of items, and the child counts and matches them to each number. So you could have a circle with balls in it and the number 1, 2, 3, then different quantities separately. The child counts and uses a line to connect, to show that he can actually connect the loose quantity to the symbol. So that's it for this lesson. Thank you.